This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock.
Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and the mission to be the one in best of one is not always easy. It's not. Sometimes we have to play decks outside our comfort zone. Sometimes we have to get up in front of the masses of YouTube and embarrass ourselves by revealing that, no, we may not always be the absolute finest at attacking and blocking. But, it's not called the best at attacking and blocking. It's the best in best of one. So every now and then we have to play green creature decks that attack and block and reward people who are good at those things, even if it is not my strong suit. And here's the problem, guys. I am freaking amazing at just about everything to do with Magic, except the creatures. And they're attacking and blocking. So we work on it. We take our veggies like Mama taught us, and we play green, mono green aggro. And we try to make it good. This deck, some of you this is going to appeal to. This is 2021 Standard, and we are trying to compete with adventure decks. Everywhere you look, Simic Adventures, Teamer Adventure. And one of the best ways to keep up with those decks is the Great Henge. The Great Henge! Yeah. So, yeah, you have a steady stream of cards and threats to keep up with their steady stream of cards that answer them and also threaten you. So when it comes to this deck, I'm going with 4 freaking copies of the Great Henge. Not just 4 Great Henge. I'm playing 4 of everything. Mono 4s. Just 100%. Here's like the 10 cards or 9 cards I have picked that are good, and we're running 4 of all of them, baby, because we just want redundancy. We just want threatening the opponent with kind of a similar oversized position, stuff that's bigger than theirs. You got to be bigger than Lovestruck Beast. You've got to be bigger than what a Bonecrusher Giant and a Lucky Clover can do. So we just go larger in everything that we do. It's all about going large, and Great Henge is a huge part of that. A +1/+1 counter on a Questing Beast means that a Clover plus Bonecrusher Giant can't kill it. That matters a lot. It also goes over the top of the 4/3 side of Bonecrusher Giant. So yeah, this is a Great Henge deck. The priority, play our first big creature as soon as we can, play our Henge as soon as we can. That's why we have Gilded Goose in the 1 spot, to try to ramp out these Yorvos and Lovestruck Beasts and Questing Beasts and help us play the Henge. Also, there's some other stuff about the Goose. I don't know if y'all know. Flies. It's kind of nuts to talk about creating giant flying creatures in your mono green deck, but that's kind of what the Goose is here for, because you can mutate a Gemrazor onto the Goose, and now you've got a 4/4 flying beatdown coming, and you can use Primal Might and pump all your mana into it and attack with a large flying Goose. And having giant flying attackers is a big part of beating the adventure decks. Yes, they have some flying blockers in Brazen Borrower and in Fae of Wishes, but the fact is, against those decks, you have to push damage every turn to be successful. You'll have to always be finding ways to push more damage. And if they don't have a flyer on the board, or they overcommit some of them to attacks, then that's how you find ways to get more damage in. And of course, Henge can make it a 1/3. That's hype too. Gemrazor is pretty clutch for fighting Lucky Clover. Good Clover players won't deploy the Clover until they can also get value out of it when they see that you're playing a green aggressive strategy out of respect for the Gemrazor. But the trample is important too, and if you Gemrazor onto a Yorvo and make an 8/8, you are doing it. If you Gemrazor onto a Stonecoil and even make like a 5/5, you are very much doing it. Gemrazor on a Goose, get in there, you know? It's what you gotta do. The curve is Funky Town. This isn't really a 1-drop most of the time, although you can use it to kill an Innkeeper. Usually it's a big finishing move up here at the top end. This is very scalable. You will sometimes play it for 1, but oftentimes you'll play it for much more, so it kind of hangs out down here. Lovestruck Beast is your best 1-drop, secretly. hanging out over here. And because we have almost no 2-drops at all, Gilded Goose actually skipping the 2-drop spot to get straight into our 3s, which Gemrazor and Lovestruck Beast are, is a pretty big move so that we can have the henge as soon as possible. And yeah, I think this is the way that you want to green. There's a lot of other things you can do, like Horn Beetle. They all get, like, most of them are very embarrassing against Bonecrusher Giant, and most of them get outclassed extremely quickly by the things that Lucky Clover can do. And this deck, as I hope to show you in the games, at least from what I've played so far, has the power to hang with those adventure decks, keep them under pressure, and eventually take them down. So, I'm going to try to show you how strong the green vegan clan can be. Today's video is brought to you by me, CGB, as well as my sweet sponsors. But today what we're talking about is the push to 100,000 subs. Guys, 100,000 subs is a huge milestone for every YouTuber, except for like people who sign up, blow up quickly. The people who have to grind at it, when you have to work your way to that 100,000, man, it is a slog, and it is very meaningful. And YouTube shows its appreciation by sending you a really pretty shiny thing that you can put behind you called a play button. Some of you may have seen it on a few other channels, but it's not easy to get. It's a ton of work, and I've been working at this for a long time. The goal is 100,000 subs by the end of this year. And you can help by subscribing to the channel. Just hit that subscribe button, staying subscribed to the channel. Don't unfollow me when I play a deck you don't like. I play a different deck every day. It's gonna happen, okay? And share it with your friends. You know, get your friends to sign up. If your mom and dad have an account but they don't use their subscription feed, go sneak in and use theirs, or your spouse, or whatever, you know. Maybe sign your grandma up. I don't know. Do what you gotta do. I don't want any bots. I want actual humans. I don't want any cheats. No cheat codes at this. No easy ways out. But I appreciate deeply every sub, and that's the goal. By the end of 2020, we'll have a YouTube play button. So please like and subscribe. Let's dive in and let the mono green nonsense begin. This hand has a Primal Might and a turn 2 Yorvo, so we'll try it. Alright, Gilded Goose. Now the question, do they have the Clover? And do we again lack a Gemrazor? Alright, Innkeeper. The other play is to get the Yorvo down and try to get setting up for the henge. But there's no guarantee I can play that next turn. I think we do this now. Haha, 1/3 Goose. That'll teach him. Mono green so far. Interesting. I think we play the Yorvo and try to set up for henge, rather than using the food on a questing beast. Because it's going to be all about henge. Henge is the only card that tries to keep up with the Lucky Clover shenanigans. It's like the only thing mono green can do. You can have the best aggressive start. If they play even a somewhat good game, you get destroyed. So if they're on the next level, they're fetching a way to deal with the henge. They fetch Ugin. It's pretty darn early for an Ugin, but what can you say? It's that good. Fortunately, henge is so expensive, Ugin can't really clear it, and Stonecoil Serpent doesn't get killed by it. Although a 3/3 does get targeted by it, which is, ugh, maybe that was a mistake. Another Innkeeper. The things these decks can do, man. They just, every turn is like, here's more groans for you. We've got the Primal Mites, though. That can be a lot of damage. Let's see. We can Primal Mite once, Primal Mite twice. Kill this, kill this. We can kill the 2 1/1s. I think we'll start with a Goose and see what we draw. Questing Beast is a really nice card here, too. I feel like they've got Brazen Borrower, don't you? Brazen Borrower is too much of a blowout for Primal Might, so we can't risk it. Okay, another Serpent that can survive the Ugin. That's pretty nice. Let's get into the combat. The opponent can triple block this to kill it, but they'd lose 2 creatures, so I'm okay with that. Alright, they're down to 10. They only have the 2 mana for Borrower. I think I'd prefer they just play it. So I could pay 0, confirm 0, you go after you. If they bounce here, okay, we just play another one. So do we want to hold this and go for a Giant Serpent? I don't think so. I think we just want to play this here. Oh wait, we have a food. Just go as hard and wide as possible, drawing extra cards from the Henge every chance we get. The Clover Killer. The Henge Killer. The Henge and Clover potentially killer. Man, which one do you take out? It's got to be the Henge, right? It's got to be the Henge. They still have mana up for a Borrower, but they didn't have it last turn. If I give this Trample, it's potentially lethal. But if they bounce this, I can make a much bigger one that messes with the Ugin. They're bluffing. They just don't have the Borrower. There's no way they have it now. Go for it. Go ham. Okay. Henge did it. Pulled us through. Its hand is very slow, but it has the Gem Razor and it has the Primal Might. If we draw any like small creature, this hand is on fire. So I'm going to take a chance that we draw it because we have like the 2 key cards against Adventure. So of course we're playing Mono Red because we have a slow hand on the draw. Mono Red always knows. They always know when this is the case, and they always have you. They always have you. Even in the queue where Mono Red is not the popular deck, they just have it. Alright, let's see if they have good follow-up here. Okay. You are late. Alright, you are really late. Go ahead, Bone Crush it. Yes! Just like that. We're in it! That Henge is ready, man. That Henge is just waiting for it. We've got the meats. No attacks, right? We just say deal with this. There's the Bone Crusher Giant. Sad Beast, no attack, not this turn. Henge. What? Hallelujah. There goes Mono Red. Mono Red now is dead. On the draw, but very serviceable hand. Just a little slow. We'll see if we get punished. Teamer Adventures. Sometimes is it prowess? More likely, adventures. By far. Alright, we have no Gem Razor. And we have no Primal Might. The cards we really need to succeed here. Yep. Next turn will be key. Can we rip a Gem Razor? Can we do it? Let the horror begin. So if we play a Bone Crusher Giant, or if we play a Yorvo and they have a Bone Crusher Giant, it's a big oof. So we're just gonna go for the 5/5 here. Double Borrower is not great. We might not even touch our opponent in this game at the rate things are going. We just have to keep trying to get the henge down. I think that's the only real tactic I have. Fun. Fun magic. Alright. Next turn we can play Beast and Yorvo, though. They're trying to just tempo me into the ground. Maybe they don't have a lot of card advantage. The full escape to the wild, okay. We see some land, and we see the Brazen Borrower again. So we're gonna get borrowed for a third time. That's great. That's something. That's something. Oops. Sequencing. At this point, I don't think it matters, but... Can we get the fourth one? That's what we're really looking for. That's what we need now. We need the fourth one. Try to save these. Obviously, we want to play a henge, and it requires a big creature. If they have a Bone Crusher Giant, we're dead anyway. I don't know what we're still here for, so we don't have to worry about that. But we've got these Brazen Borrowers. They can only play one, though. Well, never mind. They're going to go get some islands. They can play two. So we need something with reach. Or maybe we should have traded just to have something for our ooze to eat to gain some life. Yeah, they say go. Okay, that has reach. And it cleans up the clover. You're telling me there's a chance? This is unfortunate, but... we can still activate the castle. Never mind. Under? That was wrong, right? It was supposed to be over. You can tell how tilted I am by how badly I'm playing now. Really just looking for that 4th Brazen Borrower for the ultimate, you know? The ultimate gotcha. I really should have traded with this Lovestruck Beast, though. Like, the Ooze here gaining 1 life could have saved me from even the 4th Borrower. So I definitely messed it up. Okay. We need another Gem Raiser. Oh my god. Really? Really? That's what they had left over. Those are their leftovers, guys. Those are their leftovers from playing an amazing tempo game that I can't beat. Oh, that's messed up. Well, they don't want to trade creatures because of the Ooze, right? Wow. Okay. They do. They're going to try to bash their way through. Alright, we need another Gem Raiser, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Gem Raiser required. Paging Dr. Gem Raiser. Please come raise some gems. Primal Might. That is a big hitter. And we have a lot of mana for it. But I don't think now's the time. I do need to get aggressive, though. The opponent will have 6 in the air, but we can survive that. I think we definitely start, though, with the Questing Beast, and then see what we draw. Backup Yorvo. Okay. Definitely put that in the wrong spot, didn't I? I am feeling the price of my misplays. I'm paying the price. Backup Henge. Basically free here. Might as well gain the life from it, right? I mean, the opponent could go fetch something and kill it, but I don't think that's the play, so... The 2 life here just keeps us from dying to the borrowers. Also, we have life from the oozes. I think we just want to be as aggressive as we can be. How many creatures are in the yard? 1, 2, 3. So we have 2 mana left over. We could get another creature in the yard with the Yorvo. It also grows this, draws another card. Let's try it. Oh, mana short. A mana short. Hold on. Hold on. We were dead to a Bone Crusher Giant anyway, so will there be one? We're just hoping they're stacked on the bottom, but I'm pretty sure the opponent can finish this game. We were just, my misplays really cost me this one. I got tilted. It's all on me, man. I'm not in love with this hand, but I don't think it's bad enough to mulligan. It's just really frustrating on the draw, knowing that you're probably not going to get to do anything this game. Unless you draw really well. Let's hang on to the Stone Coil. I'll play it on turn 2 if I still have nothing, but playing it as a 1/1 here I think is too weak. Punished. Punished. Whoa, why are you milling me? Does our opponent not know how to play the deck? Some people literally just watch the video. Like, some people just snipe the list and never watch the video. Unless they don't play Uro and they just like going for the mills. It worked for them. Look at what they milled. The key card in our deck. Twice. One of the only cards that holds up against them. Alright, Beastie, help me out. They have 4 mana open. I assume that they have Brazen Borrower or something here to make my life sad. But at least I can do it with a haste creature so that I can play it again next turn and keep getting aggressive. Oh, what a card toucher. What a card toucher, everybody. Alright. I can tell I'm still tilted, but I mean, playing against Lucky Clover and Edgewall Innkeeper every match is not fun. Playing against this is not fun. So it's hard to shake off. Especially when I'm playing a deck that I feel like I have very little agency with. Even though I did lose to my decisions. That happens. Okay. They're going to unsummon something. So we want to play 2 threats this turn. I think their whole plan is to get Beanstalk Giant down and that to be good enough. I don't know. Kind of unsure what they want to do. Start growing the Yorvo, they'll bounce it, I'm sure. But that does mean that Questing Beast gets to do its thing next turn. Alright, they didn't draw the land, but now they're just going to spam their adventure creatures. Backup Questing Beast is nice. Because the opponent's probably going to trade with this Questing Beast. Opponent's still at 15. We have so far to go. How did they know they would mill 2 henges, man? Ugh. Let the groans commence. It's Uro. Ugh. Uro. Uro. They don't even respect me enough to flash it in. So 7 mana. I guess we keep this 1/1 and just get the other beast down. Instead of making an extra 1/1. It's a lot of damage, but the opponent's going to get the Uro back. If we draw a Primal Might, the game might end on the spot, so we're giving ourselves a chance. We are right on the edge of being out of gas here. The next draw step is huge. No lands in that hand, it's all spells. Good game? I don't know. Wait. Block here. What were your spells? They just don't do anything? What the heck just happened? Ooh, okay. Absolutely. Absolutely not. Nope. What? Okay. I do not like this. Not one bit. Keeping 2 gem razors is far from ideal either, but I think one of the games where we pull this off is where the gem razor is absurdly good. But my goodness, that's 2 straight stupid hands. With Castle Garenbrig, we haven't seen a single forest in 2 looks at 7. Okay, they turn 2 Clover. Can you imagine if we had a turn 2 gem razor? By the way, what the... Shuffler's fine, everybody. What the hell is wrong with Magic? They're going to oops me, and they're going to miss a land. Good. Let me make sure I give them the nice. And we have the Primal Might to take out the Innkeeper next turn. Miss your land again, darn it. Do it. What? How? How does this happen? I think we want the 1/1 Stone Coil just so I have something else to put another Gem Razor onto next turn. Oh my goodness. This is absolutely insane. This game is nonsense. I can't wait to put this on YouTube and say the Shuffler is fine. Alright, I mean, yeah, you keep that hand all day, right? Innkeeper, Clover, if you draw land, Beanstalk Giant. Alright, so before Brazen Borrower is available, I think I need to put this here, because it's more damage than Questing Beast. Slightly less mana efficient, but more damage. Okay, they still have 5 spells in hand. They top decked that land as well. Another Beanstalk Giant. Yeah, I don't blame them for the keep. My keep was probably worse. Uro? Is it a land? 4 spell hand. And they're dead. Roar. Shuffler is so fine. After having at least 4 straight hands that aren't even functional, I'm pretty happy about this one. Even if the goose isn't particularly great. I think what we do is we open with the 1/1, then we play the goose next turn, and then we play the Questing Beast early. Like so. Because I think the earlier the Questing Beast starts hitting, the better for all of us. Especially with 2 of them. But Lovestruck Beast can be chump blocked. Can also be bounced. Yep, there's a chump blocker. We have found one. Oh baby. Now I want to play the beast. If it gets bounced, I guess we don't care. Yeah, now I'm playing beast. That top deck changed it. Or does it? Who's the beatdown? I have to be the beatdown, right? We want to punish them for taking turns off to play things like Lucky Clover. Alright, this can wait. Heck of a draw. It's a fight, not a bite. I always have to remember that. Down to 7. Man. They're breaking my heart. Down to 6. Innkeeper. Land, but it's a tapped one. Is it a Brazen Borrower? Probably. Let's drop a Henge. Rather than go for the Questing Beast, let's get this thing on the battlefield. Okay, Bone Crusher Giant on the 1/1, that makes sense too. Here's a giant. Okay, 1 mana open. That's not going to do much. If we draw it into another land, we can play all of these. The most important thing to play is probably the Questing Beast. So if we draw into like a Primal Might, we can just get them. It's also too big for the Bone Crusher Giant. There's the land. See if we can draw into another Lovestruck Beast here. There's a Primal Might. Can we find lethal? No, it's... 6 life is not enough. We can Primal Might here and get them to 1. But we can't attack with these. I think I'm better off playing another Goose then. Let the opponent chump here. I think that's better. We can also kill the Innkeeper. We can also have potential lethal next turn. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you can't get those in there. Is the secret to cut them off of blocking more? Or do we save this because we can probably just kill them with the beast? I think we save it. I think we save it, guys, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. This Goose can attack, baby. I mean, our Innkeeper is on the board and it makes mana, so our card draw potential should be able to keep up with theirs. I think it's more important that this hits the right thing in the right spot. Oh, that's game. We get to do it in style, though. Like, in the styliest style. Oh yeah. Mega Goose. The only way we should win this game is Mega Goose. Top deck land and we have a hand. Oh, the opponent's getting started. They're starting, they're here to rev the buttons. You know that means they're playing adventure. Honk honk. Will we draw land this time? Oh, they always have to have that, like, right away, too. No! Alright, so, do we fight? Or do we Yorvo? I think we let them have the cards. And I know that's terrible. I hate it, but I think that's the play. Beastie? Can make the 5/5, make this a 5/5, head in there. Or we can Primal Might this thing now. I think we go with Beastie. Give ourselves a chance to have Great Henge next turn. Good trade by the opponent. No greed there. I'm not sure I made the right trade. Trying to err on the side of aggression, though. Land off the top. Let's give ourselves the slow roll. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. All right. Play this as a 1/1, we can attack with the Beast. Use the Primal Might for 1, we can kill the Edgewall Innkeeper. I think we need to keep attacking. But I really want to make a food for the goose. Opponent's getting back an Uro, so we need to kill it. They're going to draw and continue drawing a million cards. That's the way the game goes. There's nothing I can really do about that. Like, you just have to try to keep pressure on them, which I'm failing pretty miserably at right now. At least we have a blocker for the Uro, but 3 life and another card every turn is going to be painful. Land off the top. So if I attack with this now, the Innkeeper can trade with it. It's pretty ouch. Do we just keep letting them have these cards and these creatures so that we can play more? I think so. I think we just have to go really wide and really explosive here, because the opponent might just get rid of the Henge with Fae of Wishes for Return to Nature, so we better get the card and get the battlefield presence. There it comes. Now we have to draw another. I'd say that takes most of their turn, but they can probably do 5 or 6 more obnoxious things to me before the turn is actually over. Now we could trade one of these for it, but I don't like it. I wish I hadn't traded my first Yorvo, although it makes this Yorvo better now. Henge. Keep it coming, baby. Another land, good. Primal Might. Into open mana. Seems like another Brazen Borrower problem. It's a serious Brazen Borrower problem. and I don't think it'll work. So I'm gonna hold it, and we'll see what happens. Gotta wait it out, man. Gotta wait it out. Where's our gem raisers? We're gonna need them for the clovers. The clovers are coming. Then we also need large serpents for the Ugins, which are also coming. The Ugin is always coming from the sideboard. That's always the thing that the opponent wants when they don't know what to do. They always Ugin. 100%. Here it comes. They're gonna go get Ugin right now. Just watch. Just you wait. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And then, okay, that play makes no sense. They're at 29, so I'm not going to kill them. We need to draw all the cards we can. Another Primal Might is not bad. There's a Gem Raiser. No target. But this can go on the Serpent to kill the Ugin after it comes down, which is going to be really important. So if Ugin's going to hit this board anyway, we shouldn't Primal Might. Honk honk. Uh-huh.
An opportunity to act rashly.
Hinge is 9. We get to keep that.
All creation can be
No! Okay, I'm not happy with that, but what can you do? Alright, if I play this, I have 6. This will be a 5. Well, I'm gonna do it anyway. Might as well. What'd you learn today, Ugin? You say you learned much. What did you learn? So that's one of their big ta-das. I'm going to tell you right now, this person probably watches my show. Go get sleep. Put them to sleep, attack. That's how you win the game. Sleep once in future, attack twice. Especially when you have an Uro. Attacking is really good. You missed several attacks there. Maybe not several. I might be exaggerating. Judge me kindly. Okay. If your last card is another Fae of Wishes, you're much better at Magic than I ever will be. Let's have some food. I'm hungry. Who's hungry? I'm hungry. Questing Beastie. Let's see. This will make the henge cost 2. I'm trying to decide if I want to trade this for the... No, wait. It doesn't take damage because it's protection from multicolor. I don't need the extra... I don't need to put extra into this Primal Might. I just need to put 1. Just 1. Unfortunately, I don't also get to play the Questing Beast with this henge. Little redundant, but that clover's got to go. We got a long ways to go in this game, but we've survived two of the worst things they can do to us. And every creature we draw is going to be gas. Are they out of ways to draw extra cards? Yeah, they don't have enough cards in the graveyard. You might have wanted to block with this. Or discard these cards, depending on... They can't be that good, right? It starts with one goose. I don't know why. Doesn't really matter how hard you try. Questing Beast. Your Vo. Not quite a your go, just a your Vo. Heck yeah. Pressure, baby. Turning it up. All right, what do you wish for? A clover. Great. Nice draw. All right, make this a good one. You get two. You get 2 cards. We'll see if they kept anything weird in the board. All right, unsummon. That prevents me from gem raising the clover, but not really. I can just replace some of the gem raisers. And the once in future. We need a Scavenging Ooze pretty bad. That is the card that would have put this game away, and we have not drawn it. Definitely not blocking. Definitely not. More life, though, please. 15, and they can't block, but they have an unsummon. So we need to get them to spend the unsummon. What do we want unsummoned? I guess we'd want the goose unsummoned. Oh, they let that happen. Okay. This is 20. This is 20. But they can block this now. That's the problem. All right, so we need them to bounce this. We can do that. Now they have to bounce it. But if they do, they still take 15 because they can't block the other cards. Boom! You thought I was done. You thought it was over. Whew! Thank you for being a fan and for the brain workout, Borky. Work on those Fae fetches, my friend. And we are back for the post-games wrap. And oh my god, where's the deck? Holy cow. But I don't know, do you like big face CGB into transition? Is getting a massive dose of my face like good for you? Does it help you in your day-to-day? This deck is the way it should be, man. You can have awkward draws, you will. That's the nature of an all 4 of deck that has some clunky cards and legendary cards. You will get draws that just look and feel bad. But these are the cards that have the power level that you need to keep it going in this format. So I wish you happy, smooth 4-mana curve outs that go really well. And I wish you a jolly good time running the green vegetable clan. One more time, remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content as we push for 100,000 YouTube subscribers in 2020. get on board, because this train is rolling. The one in best of one, the streak, it's all leading to one place. 100,000. Join me, Cool Kids Club. Together we will become cool. Okay, bye.